Hello everyone, my name is Leah and today I'll be talking about what my friends and I call the beep boop debacle. Do you have a class where you somehow manage to do something embarrassing each time you go to that class? If not, lucky you. But for me, I have a class like that and it's a theater class. The first day of my theater class seemed all fine and dandy and the teacher seemed really nice, and then we introduced ourselves and all that, but then my thoughts about the class changed the second day of class. So our teacher had us split up into two teams and we had to name all the other people in the other group because she wanted us to be closer together, I guess. And no one knew my name because I've only just met them. So then she pointed at me and had everyone say what my name was. So she pointed directly at me and was like, "What is her name?" Leah. So then everyone else in the class had to say Leah. They all had to say it, and then she pointed at me and then she went, "What is her name?" Leah. "What is her name?" Leah. "What is her name?" Leah. And she said this 15 times. And this is only the second day of class. So already I have some feelings about this class, and it was so embarrassing. But wait, the embarrassment continues. So the next time we have class, after she put me through all that the second day of class, next day of class we have, she calls me Isabel. So after all that saying "Oh, what is her name? What is her name?" she doesn't even remember my name and she calls me Isabel. So that was really frustrating. But on the same day as that, the embarrassment doesn't end. It full on continues. So we had to do an exercise where we had to be part of a machine or something. So we had to make a mechanical noise and a mechanical gesture. And then guess who she chose to be the first one to do an example? That's right. She chose me. Of all people, she chose me. And then I have my roommates in the same class. And so then I kind of look over at her and I'm like, "Oh gosh, why did she choose me?" And then she's like, I know. Because she knows me. She knows how terribly awkward I am at these kind of things. So it was terrible. So I go up and then I was just I just did the first thing that came to mind, because what else can you do when she just calls you out of the blue? So then oh gosh. So this is what I did. I went like this. I moved my arm like this and I went beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. So I did that for a good amount of time. And then she started talking about the instructions and what we should do. So then I stopped, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to listen. So then I stopped. But then she's like, oh no, keep on going. So then I'm okay. And then I do it again. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. So I do it again. And then I was going for a while, a pretty long time. So then I stopped. And then she's like, "Oh no, keep on going. So then I kept on going again. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. And it was, so I kept on doing that. And then finally she set me free. And I just go back to my spot beside my friend. And I just look at her and she's laughing so hard. She's laughing so hard. But everyone else, later she told me that everyone else just looked on me with pity and was just like, "That poor girl, I'm so glad I'm not her." So then I was like, well, that's something. I guess it's better than being laughed at or something. So yeah, so that was that. But then, so that was the first time we did that. So I did the example and then we all had to do it. My team, we all had to do the machine thing. And then the other team went, and then she's like, "Oh, we have time for one more." So then my team had to go for another time. So I had to go 3 times. So we went another time, and she asks the guy beside me, it's "Oh, do you want to go?" Well, someone volunteers to go up front, to go first, and then she asks the guy beside me, it's "Oh, do you want to go second?" And he's like, "Nah, don't really want to. I prefer not to go second." So then she immediately turns to me and I was like, "Leah, do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Okay." So then I go, and then I have to go through that again. I didn't do this again. No, I wouldn't do that again. I can't even remember what I did that other time. But I was so annoyed because one of her rules in class, like one of the first things that she said, I was like, you can't say no in this class. And then this kid beside me is like, nah, I don't really want to go second. And she's like, she just brushes it off and she's like, oh, okay. And then goes to me. It was so frustrating. I was just like, wow, thanks guy beside me. Wow. Like, I'm pretty sure he didn't see me, I don't think, but I like looked at him, I give him that side eye, like, what you doing? Why are you doing this to me? So that was the beep boop debacle.